Hey, how's it going, guys? Today I've got the SmarTab 2-in-1 tablet available for $100 at Walmart and for $72 on Black Friday. So some of you may be asking, why is it so cheap? You know, it has Intel inside, Android 6.0, and there's a keyboard included with it. Well, if you look at some of the specifications, it tells you it has a 10.1-inch HD IPS display, 1280 by 800. I'll get to that more in just a minute. Android 6.0 Marshmallow, a 64-bit Intel quad-core processor, a 1 gig of RAM, 32 gigs of onboard storage, a microSD card slot expandable up to 64 gigs, front and rear cameras, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.0. Alright, let's go ahead and open this up. I must say though, the packaging is actually pretty nice compared to the other sub-$100 tablets I've seen. Alright. Shows you the keyboard dock. Turn over. So you got the tablet here itself. Oh, it looks kind of interesting. Keep that to the side for a second. The DC cable to charge the tablet. And you get a user manual. And there's a micro USB cable. So it says here it has Intel inside, SmarTab on top, and then some extra stuff on the bottom. I don't think the bottom part looks too nice. I think they should have left it underneath. And underneath here, you've got two little, like, don't know the names of it, but when you put it down on a table or on a curved surface, it's not going to move around too much because they're like rubbery. It's not as thick as I expected. It comes in at 7.8 by 2.6 by 11.5 inches. That's the dimension of this. Here's what I like about this vendor here. What they did is they put the volume keys and power button on top and not everything located on one side, which is pretty annoying and it's an inconvenience at times. And so on the side here you also get a 3.5mm headphone jack, micro USB port, DC port to recharge the tablet, and a micro SD card slot on the back, and then the speaker. The speaker looks very small on this thing, so we'll have to test that out. Oh, and there's one on the right side too. It's definitely all around plastic, but I must say at least it's not glossy plastic because you can easily catch fingerprints and it really shows. Alright, so I just got through with the setup. It was pretty simple. And I must say, using the keyboard just for the first minute or so, it reminds me of the RCA Viking Pro. I've used tablets in the past that have a 10.1-inch keyboard like this, and it's not bad. You gotta say, it's good if you have small hands. If you have big hands, it might be a little hard and compact, or a little too, like, pressed in together. The other thing is, it's detachable first of all, so you can take it out. The latch is fairly strong. I'll say, not as strong as the RCA Viking Pro that I used. This is a lot easier to take off. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but yeah, you see, it won't come off. I do like the top row keys with the back button, home button, search, internet, email, menu, settings, brightness down and up, photo, reverse, play, pause, fast forward, mute, lower your volume or raise the volume, and then you can turn the screen off. Unfortunately, you can't turn the screen on, and yeah, this is how the keyboard pretty much looks like. I do like how the shift isn't too small, the shift key. And yeah, but the right one is, so that sucks. I don't think there's a left button or right click button. It's just one trackpad, one little trackpad down there. Out of the box, you get about 25, or exactly 25 gigs, if not more, available. That's actually quite a bit. Now, there's some apps pre-downloaded and everything I'll show you in a second. And you can probably most likely uninstall them, you know, because this is near stock Android. So yeah, here are all the apps that it comes with. Like, let's say I wanted to uninstall Voodoo. So all I do is go up, uninstall it, and just say okay. It's that simple. You know, this is actually quite a lot of storage, I must say. And let's also check to see what firmware it's on. Android 6.0.1. Alright, so that's good. The one thing I'm impressed with is the screen. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a low resolution, 1280 by 800, because when you compare it to something like if you've used an iPad before, they usually have a Retina display and everything like that. But, you know, you're keeping a distance from this when you're typing and such. And even when it's close up, it's not as pixelated as some other things I've seen, like the Galileo Pro. You know, that's a 1024 by 600 resolution. And this has an IPS display, which means you won't have any viewing angle problems. Everything should feel comfortable to look at. So that's definitely a plus. Gonna put my micro SD card in here, and again, it can support up to 64 gigs. So right now I'm formatting the SD card. Now just remember, when you're formatting, or when it's formatting, it's gonna erase everything that's in that micro SD card. And so you're gonna wanna erase everything, or if you don't have anything to back up, you know, you can just put it as is and it'll erase everything for you. So all you gotta click is storage. We're gonna send Subway Surfers into my SD card, and it's that simple. And one thing I also notice is that when there's something downloading in the background, you know, like I'm downloading something right now, this tablet does slow down quite a bit. Let's take a look at the camera really quickly. And I must say one thing is that the tablet is warm to the touch on one side already. So yeah, I'm not sure if this should be a safety issue or anything. I don't believe it is, but you know, take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and take the picture right here. Camera's up there. Just go ahead and take a picture. So the picture came out as expected. It looks pretty washed out, but at least you're able to read the sign 2-in-1 tablet. So I don't know if this would be suitable enough to like take a picture of notes or something, you know, because I'm thinking that this would be good for school-wise. Now I'm not exactly sure because I have to test that out in the full review to figure out who this is for, but yeah, I'm just taking a wild guess here. You got to have a steady hand to take the picture, otherwise, no, it definitely looks blurry. So with the specs on this thing, it's got an Intel Atom X3 processor. It's one of the Sophia 3GRs with a Mali MP4 GPU and 1 gig of RAM. There's no gyroscope support, so you won't be able to play Pokemon Go with this, and there's no NFC supported. Look at that score. It's extremely low. It's the lowest score I've gotten so far this year on any tablet, based on all the tablets I've used so far. That's pretty disappointing. I'm going to disregard that last score and try a few games out here just to see what it's like. And yeah, you can already tell in the beginning that it's a little laggy. It looks kind of choppy. This may also be because the files are still loading, but I don't know, maybe they're probably all loaded by now. It's laggy, but it's playable, I'll give it that much. Alright, I'm trying another game out here, and I turned the sound on because I wanted to see how the speakers are. Apparently there's only just one speaker. It's on top here. The bottom one, there's nothing there actually, and it blocks the sound real easily with just one finger. And you can still hear it a little bit, but do it to this side, nothing happens, because there's nothing coming out of here. Yeah, I mean, the performance is very choppy too on this one, you can tell. One last thing is that this latch is, as I've said before, it's pretty strong with the 5-pin magnet, and there's 2 bumpers on the sides that help it out. And when I close it and open it, it's actually a little smooth. It's not completely smooth, but it's decent. So I like that. And the latch, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a problem. You can set it in tent mode to watch a movie or something, and then tablet mode, and you have it like that. So yeah, I hope this video helped out. I'll have the review video down in the description, and check the description anyways for anything I missed out on. As always, thanks for watching.